He's going to replace him after less than one.
Yeah, it's fascinating when you read the programme notes. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saying he was just delighted when Sheringham scored, just so he could play another half an hour of the Champions League final. Little did he know that he was going to be an all-time living legend around these parts following that goal.
So 1999, Tony Blair is the fresh-faced Prime Minister. Theresa May is about to get her first job in the shadow cabinet. Social media, what was that? We were mercifully, innocently free of all that. Brexit, not even a twinkle in a Eurosceptic's eye. So never mind now, this for a couple of hours is then. Climb back into the 20th century and watch David Beckham and Jaap Stam. Beckham aiming at butt. Nudged clear up towards Paulo Sergio. And rolled in by Zé Roberto, well seen by Dennis Irwin. And cushioned wide by Butt for Gary Neville. Who's bypassed by Beckham. Who's still got a pin. Blomqvist. Scholes, so's he. Beckham. It's Beckham's delivery and Butt away, and Gary Neville snatched at his moment.
Scholes, he's still got a ping, Baxter's still got a ping, and Gary Neville still struggles in front of goal. But no, brilliant from Manchester United. It's exactly what we used to see in the past. Pinpoint accuracy from the likes of Scholes and Beckham.
Again, Solskjaer, York. Out of the way by Martin de Michaelis. For a little while a Manchester City player as well. York, Beckham, he's got around Vitacek, it's Beckham, it's York, it's a wonderful save by Butt, it's York again, and it is in, of course it had to be in, from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They've scripted this. What a brilliant substitution, Sir Alex.
Well, it was. You see this little position that Dwight York takes up. Beckham not really used to running past this fullback. Normally a quick touch and finish. A little miss kick there from Dwight York, but he's always aware. Blomqvist as well, showing that he knows what's around him, and it's the simplest of tap-ins for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And as you say, it was all in the script.
You can do that in one of two ways, by sending a text with treble 5, that's TREBLE 5, to donate £5, treble 10 to donate £10 to 70233, or by visiting www.bt.com/treble-donate and donating online. The Republic of Ireland viewers can do that only via the website. And here come Bayern Munich, looking to test if they can. Peter Schmeichel, he'll need more testing than that.
Yeah, a little mistake from Nicky Butt in the midfield there. You're expecting Bayern Munich to counter quickly, but it was a slow counter-attack. I'm sure they worked that too well. It was a good chance.
York. It's by Uttel, supported by Blomqvist. They want Scholes to have a pop. He resisted. Beckham, York, has come through to Blomqvist. Blomqvist, Scholes, York, Scholes. And looking to walk in the perfect goal.
It's just great to see so many of the mannerisms from back in the day. It's like they've never been away.
So Roberto. Robert. By Mackay. This is Paulo Sergio. Giovanni Albert. That's a really clever ball. It is deflected behind by Irwin from Ivica Olic. Beckham. Now, once upon a time, Dwight York would have driven at speed into this space. Lothar Matthäus is making up the ground. Solskjaer's up with him. York's having a dance. He's left Matthäus behind. He set it for Solskjaer, whose step over had no one to feed off. Just Solskjaer. Scholes caught on it by Olic. He always was that waspish sort of player, but Scholes is not having it. What did they used to say about Paul Scholes in tackling?
Well, you could just see as soon as he lost the ball, he doesn't like that, Scholes. He had his head on a swivel, really, looking around, knew the picture.
Say Roberto, Roy Mackay, if it's Olic, oh, yaps down, then that. Dutchman on Dutchman. Just outside the penalty area. And Tim Robinson has something which... Olic. Tim Robinson has something which amounts to a decision to make here. So Roberto. Giovanni Albert, Ivica Olic. That's the block by Schmeichel.
Yeah, he got down well, didn't he?
Wolfsburg, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. Lots of injuries that day. Surprisingly, I wasn't one of them.
Back by Scholes, down by Beckham. Back by Harry Neville. But dug him out. Matthäus away. Scholes crashing into Zé Roberto. Solskjaer. Gary Neville! Oh, denied by plunging Hans York, but it's a very good save.
It was an excellent save. I think we were right behind it. I think the goalkeeper had his angles absolutely spot on. I'm not sure if he was sneaking inside the post, actually, which makes it...
Ready to lift the trophy. Albert. Vitacek. That's a good header from Mackay. He did come alive in the 6-yard box.
Yeah, first little sighter.
So Roberto, it's flipped off the top of the wall and behind for a corner at the Stretford end.
Yeah, left footer took it in the end.
Beckham. Scholes. 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 Flags up against Gary Neville. It hit the shin of Gary Neville, who knew almost nothing about it, but who was standing in an offside position. And that is a somewhat apologetic flag.
Well, first of all, what a brilliant ball from Beckham.
For Paulo Sergio to go. Michaela slipped, and York can run away from Matthäus. It's Dwight York. He's seen Beckham in the corner of his eye and was perhaps caught in the middle of that thought process. 20 odd fewer than City and Liverpool got this year. They lost at home to Arsenal. They lost at Sheffield Wednesday, and then to Brian Robson's Middlesbrough. York. And Butt! Denied by Butt. They had a very tough cut run, actually. Had to beat Middlesbrough, a Liverpool side who led through a Michael Owen goal for almost all the game. York 88, Solskjaer 90, turning that game round here in the fourth round. They had Chelsea on that cut run too. Roy Mackay is offside. And of course the Arsenal famous semi-final. Oh, and a tension between De Michelis and Scholes. Roberto lost his footing. The vintage year this has turned out to be. Effenberg. Zé Roberto. And the flag is up again, just to deny Paulo Sergio. So nifty little finish.
Yeah, that looked close, that one. Oh, it was as well. Interesting to see that one with VAR.
Teddy Sheringham. Dwight York. Sheringham for Blomqvist. Blomqvist for York! Oh, what a finish! Roll back those years. Yorkie, you never stopped, did you?
Well, even the current crop of Manchester United players would be proud of that one. Teddy Sheringham does what he does best. He's exquisite to watch. He's just got the most perfect technique. And Dwight Yorke just pulling off his man with his left foot. He sweeps it in. How he keeps that low is unbelievable. They normally go high and wide. He's kept over it, kept it down, and that is a lot harder than Dwight Yorke has made it look.
Scholes, Yorke, Scholes, Neville, Sheringham. Beckham's got time to measure one, and he does. And Sheringham draws from Hans-Jörg Barker. Good flying save.
Yeah, again, it's a blast from the past with
Berg. Roberto. Oh, it's a super header, it's just wide.
It was a great ball and a great header. The only problem with this type of ball, when it's spinning this way, outside the left foot, you tend to head and it goes wide. The spin almost takes it wide.
Made 1 or 2 now. You just saw that Karol Poborski, the Czech winger, who wasn't a part of that evening, is on for United. Roberto, Sergio, Roy Mackay, Carsten Janka. Didn't connect.
No, and there's the difference between...
For no real purpose, but Poborski had a very good year or two for Manchester United. I'll tell you what happened to him. David Beckham happened to him. The entrance of an English superstar eclipsed him. There's Owen, and there's Scholes, and there is Martin de Michaelis to execute an heroic goal line block. Now Gary Neville. Beckham.
Well, a Beckham trademark cross there. Not that it was in terms of going in behind, but the way he whips it.
Beckham. Poborski. Louis Saha. 42 goals in 124 games up to 2008 for Manchester United.
I'm not sure I'd be getting on a plane and turning up. And I've just had probably one of the worst nights of my footballing career, so full marks to them, and as you say, great words then from an absolute legend. I hope I'm still running around at 58 like he is.
Saha and Sami Kufor into the Stretford end. The man who did give us, whether he wanted to or not, one of the televisual images of that night, Sami Kufor beating the turf in the Nou Camp in raw desperation at the end of it all. And who says, incidentally, Kufor, he has never ever watched the game back, nor does he intend to. Neville, Scholes. Neville, he's not got a free kick for that, has he?
There's definitely a little bit of retribution in the air. A lot of these games are very similar. As soon as someone puts a tackle in, word goes out saying, hang on a minute, lads.
Beckham with whip.
Ooh, was there a hand in there? Was there a hand in there? There's a little smile, which suggests I think there was. Oh, the arms come up. Oh, it's a certain penalty.
Running there forward, Roberto. Ivica Olic, Jonsson's tackle. And after consultation with his assistant, the referee resisted the temptation to point at the spot.
Yeah, first impression was it was the right decision. I thought Ronnie Jonsson got the ball here.
Fluger. Michaelis. Beckham's won it for Neville. And Neville has set it for Sheringham. It's Gary Neville! Still no. Still no.
gets a nosebleed in these situations, as Gary Neville. He had to pass the ball, but he saw glory at the Stratford end. The ball drops to him, does well there, but now he's got to lift his head up. Back post to Borski, or pull it back to Sahar. It's a tight angle, and he goes for glory.
Just about this square yard of grass to take us to a World Cup finals in another time. Not him, he's Scottish and proud of it. Beckham, not this time. Podolski and Sheringham. Looking to shape something canny off the outside of his right boot.
Oh, you could just see it brewing. David Beckham picked up the ball and he was desperate to play that ball right over the...
Beckham. Jonsson flicked it away from Butt behind him. Podolski away from Sternkopf. Wins a corner. Back in by Butts, and Drea dropped it, and it's gone out for a corner mercifully for him.
And then knock it in the box, or he needs an overlapper, so...
But Sahar, and Mickey Butts found the bottom corner and loved his moment.
Just love that finish from Nicky Butt. It's good play again from Manchester United. Bringing it down onto this left-hand side. They've got a bit of width.
www.bt.com/treble terms. Podolski, Greening is onside here, and Louis Sahar can bolt in United's fourth.
Yeah, very nice play again from Manchester United. That deep run caught them out from Jonathan Greening. The question mark was it offside or not? I thought not in real time. You can quite clearly see it's a good decision from the linesman.
Greening, Sahar, Jonathan Greening. Flicked up towards Nicky Butts. Now that would have iced the cake. Far too old to be doing things like that.
I didn't think he had that in him. Last time I watched him and kept possession, he's got on the score sheet with an exquisite finish, so I'll give it Nicky Butt.
Now Beckham. Beckham could go all the way here. That's showbiz. He knows where the limelight is. Beckham, Stratford end.
Can I give the man of the match to Backs?
Darling of his club, darling of his country. Forever young, David Peter Pan Beckham. 5.
Well, it's a cracking run from David Beckham. I did for one moment just think he was going to give it to his old mate Gary Neville on the far post, but no, the Stratford end, he couldn't resist. And there goes the final whistle. On a perfect note, David Beckham whacking the ball into the roof of the net.
So an afternoon that began